All right. What is up, everybody? Man, I really need to adjust all this stuff before I start going live, don't I? All right. Let's just try that for now. Let's see how that goes. So, I have been MIA for a little bit. Man, I really need to do something with that back crop. All right. So, I have been out. It has been busy at work, busy at home. Um, I've been trying to make some content. I got a new editing kind of app, software, whatever you want to call it. And the video I just posted, you'll see why I'm not entirely happy with it. While uploading a video, it decided to kind of crash while keeping a copy, but deleting my original and then half scrunching the whole video down. So you get to see about this much of me down here. I went ahead and did it anyway, just because I went ahead and made it. So I'm going to be working on all that software and stuff coming up. But moving on, there's just a bunch of things at work and whatnot that I have been trying to take care of. There's a lot of things here at the home that needed to be taken care of, between trying to rotate everything in the pantry, the warm weather, really getting outside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 11 or 12 different plots that I have been taking care of for food and whatnot. That takes a lot of work, and between working a lot of hours at work, the travel time to and from, family time, all the other things, it's taken its toll, and so I had to take a small break. Hopefully, now that 80% of everything I've got going in the ground is in, then I should be able to kind of make a lot more content and be a lot more interactive with everybody. I'm actually kind of deciding to, if I want, I've got a lot of various people in some of the groups that I'm in that I really, really trust. I thought about reaching out to them and seeing if they would make, a video or two to kind of cover for me. But I know a lot of them are busy too. This is kind of that time of year where everybody's trying to get outside and get things done and whatnot. Man, that really casts that shadow. You can't even see my awesome hat there, can you? All right. Anyway, so speaking of garden, if you guys have started your garden, comment below. Let me know. You can also go over to the Facebook page if you haven't. I'd like to see some pictures of some different ones. I actually got the idea from one of the channel's followers on how to do my tomatoes, that they grow theirs up against the side of a building. They take eyelet bolts, put it up the sides of the building, and then they take cable, cordage, whatnot, and they go through and they do about 8 to 10 inch increments all the way up. And so that way it gives all their things that need the support, like tomatoes and different things. They can grow up. It doesn't look bad, when you're not in the growing season. It's very strong in support. It's not an eyesore. It's not something that you have to continually sit there and replace like your normal tomato cages and stakes and whatnot. So I'm testing it out this year, and so far it looks really good. So I have a high expectations for it. And then I actually utilize that same sort of thing because I've been wanting to grow more things that I don't have to keep replanting or starting from seed. My strawberry patch has grown exponentially. I started out with just a handful of plants. They have now taken over probably a quarter of the house on the side. And they just continue to grow. They're still spreading out. This year I went and I got 2 different grapevines. I got a regular green, and then again, I've been growing for quite a while and I've never seen this or heard of this before, but they have now hybridized kiwi and grape. Now, if you've heard of this, you're probably like, yeah, I know, no big deal. For me, I love kiwi and I absolutely hate that you spend more time peeling it and getting it ready than to actually enjoy what you're about to eat. So to have a grape that I can go out and grab a bunch and pop them in my mouth and it tastes like kiwi is a whole game changer for me. I'm sorry. I'm really excited. I'm sure somebody's out there going, man, this is stupid, but I'm excited. There's a lot. The apple trees starting to come back a little bit with that kind of weird frost that we had here in Ohio. I was not quite sure how that was going to work out, but it seems to have held through. Um, but I implore you, if you guys have not gotten anything into the ground, you're getting really, really, really close to that, kind of flirting with that deadline. Um, but besides that, I encourage you to plant things that you don't have to keep replanting. Um, look for things like a berry bush or any type of a fruit tree or anything like that. Now, yes, I know if you're in a city, it's going to be extremely difficult. But if you can, I would really encourage you to start looking at things like that. Now, there are some other things that you can do. We will hopefully try and do, I'm going to try and take you outside in some future stuff and show you. I really like to play, and so I will test out things, try new things. Um, Came down to some crunch time and some other things I was going to actually try. I'm kind of in that weird part of Ohio, but I was actually going to try and grow um, uh, peanuts, and I didn't get to it this year. Hopefully, nothing goes bad. Next year, I'll get my chance. But I've incorporated some new raised beds that I built. Everything in there, for the most part, has taken off. I did my raised beds for a lot of my root plants, so my carrots, potatoes, onions, things like that, they're up very well. I had full control of the soil and everything for all the different kind of sandy loam mixture to really utilize and give them the best environment, and they have taken off exponentially well. So I'm excited about that. So again, if you guys have already done it, share. If something's failed, if you've tried something and something just didn't work out last year or this year, share that with everybody so that way they can learn and they don't have to make that same mistake. If you've come across a success story, kind of like what somebody shared with me on the eyelets and the cordage and whatnot for your plants that need support. I mean, I did that on the back of the building so that way my grapevines have something to cling to and grow up. Really excited about. Hopefully they'll get going by maybe the end of next year. But we will see. But go through and be excited and share. The Rural Report on Facebook, I monitor. I have moderators. We keep that a very safe zone in the sense of we are here to help people that are new to the preparedness community. So do not think that you're going to come in. I've seen a lot of other groups on various social media to where a new person comes in and they're going to ask that new person question and they just get pounced on. And you got to realize that it doesn't matter if you've never been shown how to do something. It doesn't matter if you're 4 or 40. If you don't know, you don't know, and you're going to ask. So I try and build everything around between my moderators and some of the people that I give badges to and whatnot. They will reach out. They will help you. It doesn't matter if you're asking the question and then a week later somebody else asks the same question. We're here to try and help. So go check us out on Facebook if you haven't already. Check us out because we're going to hopefully do a live on Facebook coming up maybe later today or tomorrow. With that, I'm just going to go ahead and cut this out and just say, remember to remain united. We're all prepping in this together.